What's up, guys? Aroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's a great day. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day as well, enjoying your week start so far. It is, what, Wednesday now? Or no, it's Tuesday. Not hump day yet, so I can't say happy hump day. But you might watch it on happy hump day. In that case, happy hump day to you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. We have free gear removal today, which is fantastic. So we have it for 3 days for a limited time, 9 UTC until... So Tuesday until the 5th of October, it's going to be 100% reduced cost. So literally free gear removal. That's insane. This is like the best time ever. Don't know why Raid hasn't just decided to get rid of the gear removal cost altogether. And I mean, I know why. It's because, you know, monetization, but just in general, I feel like they should do it more often. Maybe a week out of the month. Every single month, they should do 1 week out of the month, because there are games now popping up. Like, for example, I hear that Watcher of Realms does free gear removal always. So that's pretty insane. Like, that alone kind of makes me want to play the game. But obviously it's just like a second raid, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure, but I actually have not played the game, but it sounds kind of similar to Raid. I don't know if that's the tower defense game or not, but I'm not like super into tower defense games. To be honest, my favorite game is like one of my favorites, not my favorite, but one of my favorite games was Age of Empires. I actually love that type of game. The issue is, now that I'm older, it's harder for me to be able to sit down and play a game non-stop without any distractions for over half an hour to an hour. So like this game, I can leave the game, I can get up, I can walk away, I can pause it, I can do things, you know, especially when you have a kid. It's really tough when you have kids, if you're going to school, if you're working, you just can't play games as often like Age of Empires. And to some people, it's just not that enticing. Some people don't like that type of real-time strategy that requires all of your attention for like an hour, sometimes 2 or 3 hours straight. So, but that's one of my favorite games. Another favorite game of mine is RuneScape. I used to play it all the time. I stopped playing it, you know, but around college. But also another favorite game of mine. I used to play Clash of Clans a lot. Clash of Clans was an amazing game. I played that for like 5 years. And then I spent a little bit of money on that game as well. But they just do it better, man. They just do everything so much better. Just like the thing with Clash of Clans is that they're all for community. I love, like, this is great that we have free gear removal, but the other thing that Plarium's missing is like community things, like big community things, not monetizing every little item in the game. You know, like everything you see is monetized. There's another pop-up. Everything you see in the game is monetized. You know, they're trying to get money. They're trying to, you know, and it's kind of irritating. People are leaving the game. It's sad to see because I love this game. I really do love this game. It's awesome. I've been playing free to play for going on almost 4 years. Next month is going to be 4 years of playing this game. I love the game. It's just sad to see that, you know, we're wicked excited to see the 100% gear removal, but like that's one of the only things that you get crazy excited for these days. Like fusions just aren't as exciting unless they're overpowered fusions like Newt or Pythion, you know, the overpowered fusions. This is not an overpowered fusion. This is a weak fusion. It's like subpar. And maybe he'll get a buff in the future. I doubt it. If he does get a buff, it'll be a year or 2 from now, maybe even 3 years from now, or there just won't be a buff at all. So that's the part that is frustrating, is we're more concerned about getting money than retaining players and making the game better. Like quality of life improvements, things like that. Anyways, this video wasn't meant to be negative at all, but I'm excited that we have the gear removal cost. I really wish that Plarium could think of more ways of getting players engaged, right? So like the portal's not lit up. That's a surprise. Usually there's a 10x every other day of the week. You know, but we got this panda going, which is typical. It's the same stuff over and over and over. And I think people are just getting tired. They're getting tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. It's frustrating. And you know, it's always the same events, same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's just super, super repetitive. Super repetitive. Like, can we think of something that's more fun, more interesting? Not just, I'm going to go into Shogun's Grove. What dungeon am I going to farm today to get silver that's going to be gone in about 1 second flat from upgrading one piece of gear? You know, it's just, it gets tiring. I know a lot of people are out there that when you watch this video, you probably feel the same way when you're just tired of the same thing over and over. And plus, like, I've been playing for years, so it's more just a frustrating thing. And you wish you could change it, but you know that you can't, but you really want to. Just make tournaments, make things better. You have the capacity to do it. You have the capacity to make live arena so much fun. God, like, please use all epic champions for 1 day. 1 day out of the week. Half the people in the world that play this game don't even care about live arena half the time anyways. But like 1 day a week, 2 days a week, on this day, use all epic champs only, and make live arena a tournament. You know, you can put it here. Obviously, that's repetitive, but you can do that. But it's going to be live arena with epic champs only for this whole day for 24 hours. The more wins you get, the more points you get, the better rewards you get. And don't make it a monetary thing. Don't try to make tons of money off of it, okay? Just do something that doesn't cause you to try to get money and try to squeeze money out of the players. For once. Just for once. Okay? Make it fun. Make it interesting. I saw some videos from Ash talking about how, you know, I think it was Watcher of Realms, how, you know, they basically portray your wins and your losses in a really nice way. There's like these different halls and stuff that put like trophies on a plaque or on like a, you know, a wall, like a wall of trophies basically. What do we have here? We have this, clan achievements. Revamp this entirely. Revamp this entirely. Make it look cooler. Make it seem more enticing, more interesting. As you get achievements, make your clan actually get more points other than just leveling up. By the way, it takes forever to level up clans. Like, it's ridiculous. So just revamp this. Make it look cooler. Make it look more interesting. Set it up to make it look fun. You know, make it so that you can essentially watch your teammates fight other players. So like in clan versus clan, they should make it so you're fighting each other instead. I don't want your lightning offer, thank you. So for example, clan versus clan isn't really clan versus clan. It's more like you're fighting different dungeons and trying to get points, okay? You're not fighting each other. So Clash of Clans did that extremely well, where they have the best, in my opinion, Clash of Clans has the best, or had the best CVC ever. Like, you literally could watch your teammates fight. You can see replays of who's fighting you. You know, in Arena, you can do this. You have the capacity to do it. I want to be able to go in my battle log and see how these people beat me, right? But obviously, I'd want to put in better defense. But I want to go in here and see how people beat me. We need to figure that out. I want to be able to watch my clan mates fight people in CVC. I want to be able to do that. Also want to be able to, you know, offer things up or trade things. Make the game tradable, where you're trading champions. Or Watcher of Realms, another thing that Ash had brought up, is that you could literally offer up or loan a champion. You can loan a champion to someone. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. They should be able to do that here too. Loan it for the day, because they're trying to beat content. Make it better, you know, figure things out. Maybe add, this is, I think, undoubtedly, I bet this is the best content in their game. Doom Tower. Best PvE content in the entire game. The rewards are amazing. You can get champions slowly but surely with the secret rooms. This is fun content. This is challenging, but it's fun. And once you beat it, you feel a sense of pride after you win. Like you feel something from it. This, garbage. Absolute garbage. This is absurdity. Hydra is so stupid. Hydra is the dumbest content. Okay? It's so dumb. It's so boring. All people do in Hydra is go for the comps now. I mean, this team, they don't. They just have really, really strong teams in general. But yeah, we're losing. We're getting smacked. So it's boring content. Clan Boss, once you can hit everything, it becomes boring, but luckily they brought in that quality of life where you can instantly win. So that's nice. But they need to bring something else out. I know that they're kind of sitting on this new content over here and waiting. They still aren't updating. Like, you really should think about updating champions. You should do it on a bi-monthly or monthly basis of doing a update on champions that are bad. You know, revamp them, make them at least on par with other champions. Taras and Marichka, basically we're already killing your game in terms of Krakens leaving because they can't get them. And then you're going to bring in mythicals. What did you think was going to happen? More people are just going to leave because they're like, well, I'm never going to get them, and now I can't compete, so I'm just going to get rid of my account. Obviously, bigger people that have more money, basically they're going to have other Krakens have those accounts and spend more money. It's annoying. It's like a life cycle of it. It's just like it's annoying. I don't like it. Obviously, you know, now I just save up stuff, and I haven't really been going for fusions as often because they haven't been as interesting or enticing as they used to be. So you're right, myself firsthand, I'm kind of witnessing like I'm bored, like I'm getting bored, right? And it's one of those things where I love the game. I want to keep pursuing it, but I'm not going to keep going after fusions after fusions after fusions just because they look good. And although I want to, the fusions are becoming harder and harder. So why would I even waste my time and energy and resources to potentially not get a fusion when I could focus on the dozens of other champions that I still need to upgrade that are legendary? So there's no point in that. Like at this point, when you get to a certain level on your account, it might not even be worth going for fusions anymore because you're going to get so many resources. Like you're going to get so many ancient shards, void shards, etc., sacred shards from Clan Boss every day. You're going to stockpile all these shards, and then you're just going to pull them, and then you're going to get a couple of legendaries at a time during the 1+1 events or during the 2x events. And you're going to have so many legendaries that you might not even need to worry about fusions unless they're overpowered like Newt, right? So that's kind of my thought process on it now, but they need to change something that'll make the game better. They need to figure out what they can do to make it more accessible, not more accessible like to free-to-play players, because as a free-to-play player, you just need to invest a lot of your time and energy, but they just need to bring out things that are going to be more fun for the community. You know, they need to, like the Sun Wukong challenge was nice. It was good for the content creators to be able to talk and, you know, compete against each other. They need to bring more things like that out, which gets people engaged, gets people talking, gets the ball rolling on more fun things in the future, right? You can't just keep on bringing out the same content over and over and expect people to play your game because you're like, oh, well, we just have good graphics. Like, that's great and all, but graphics don't keep players. At the end of the day, graphics will eventually fade, like the actual look of the game. Like, at the end of the day, people are just like, okay, well, it looks nice, but it's boring. It's like when you see a person that's a very attractive person, and then you're like, well, you're just boring. Wow, you're really pretty, but you're kind of boring. You're like a plain piece of chicken with no seasoning, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know what you guys think about it. Leave your comments, thoughts down below. Really appreciate you all for watching. Please consider subscribing. But at the end of the day, this video was really about, yes, gear removal was great, but there's so many other things that we can do to better. Thank you guys for watching again. Take care.